Good morning. It is Sunday, September 6th. I got my new tank top that just showed up in the mail. It says ditch your comfort zone. I just thought that was very apropos to our plan because most of the things in our plan, you kind of got to step outside your comfort zone to really get the results that you want. You got to go find a coach, email them and be like, hey, I want to work with you. They're really excited to work with you. So don't be too afraid of that step. Get out there. If you need a coach, email me. Then you gotta get that giant box of food and be like, hey, friends and family, this is my new meal plan. And they're like, oh my God, what is it? Is it working? I want to do it. But in your head, you're like, oh, they're going to judge. They're going to be like, what's going on? You got to go to restaurants. You got to say, oh, I don't want to be annoying, but can you take the potatoes off my plate? Can you add extra vegetables? Can you switch them for mushrooms? And honestly, right now, the whole world is low carb. And they're like, yep, no problem. Yep, do it every day, 20 times a day, no big deal. So ditch your comfort zone, really buy into program. Thought that was kind of cool. That's today's shirt. It's probably a little too cold for this shirt, but I'm gonna wear it anyways. That's intelligent. All right, I got my first fueling here. We're gonna go with the mocha shake. We're gonna go to Breakheart. I'm hoping to do like a really long hike, get some of this back to school anxiety burned off. That would be nice. Plus my accidental 4 and 2 yesterday burned off. I know you can't outrun your fork, but sometimes you gotta try a little. So we got our first fueling. We got our first 24 ounces of water, but we're definitely not gonna drink too much of this because of the hike. And I think I gotta go make a giant to-do list for the next week to make sure I'm gonna be ready for school. That'll make me feel better. If I could at least see it mapped out, then I will get it all done because I am a super type A personality. And I will feel better if I know the plan. Okay, so I will see you hopefully in the middle of our gorgeous hike this morning with Mo, and we'll have fueling too. All right, time for fueling 2. Me and Mo are having a gorgeous hike today in Breakheart Reservation. I'm going to enjoy this honey cranberry granola bar. Get some water in because now I'm a little dehydrated. And see you in a little bit. What do you got for fueling 2 today?
On a hike, I have campfire s'mores bars because I love the marshmallows. They're really good.
All right, came back from my hike. Stopped into TJ Maxx, tried to buy some sweaters. Those were not attractive. I was on a roll of just buying things without trying them on, but sweaters, you gotta try them on. They're like clingy and weird spots. Okay, some of those are going back for definite. All right, that's okay. We'll get there. We're gonna make fueling 3. So I put the mashed potatoes in here with 1/4 of a cup of egg beaters and 1/4 of a cup of water. My waffle maker just heated up. I'm gonna spray that with some Pam and turn this into bread for our grilled cheese mashed potato sandwich. Okay. All right, and here's my lunch for fueling 3. So I put a wedge of the Laughing Cow cheese in there. And it makes a delicious grilled cheese. And my little mocktail. Go enjoy myself for the next couple hours. I'll see you back here, maybe for the leaning green. Who knows? Okay, I returned some of the clothes that didn't fit to TJ Maxx. I found a fruit salad. I found the Quest chips that somebody on here was telling me about. So that was super duper exciting. But we have the other half of our cauliflower crust nachos to eat today. So we got some salsa and we got some nacho cheese, and the bottom was the sweet red pepper cauliflower crust. So we'll finish this up We got to eat the rotisserie chicken on some salad before all that goes bad. But I'm pretty excited to try the Quest chips. According to you guys, they count as a half a lean. So you get to add like 2.5 ounces of taco meat and some veggies. That's exciting. All right, I got a couple more ounces of water here to get down my 100 ounces of water. I'm gonna enjoy my lean and green, and I'll see you in a couple hours for first dessert. All right, somebody asked me to do a better job showing you how to make the peanut butter cups. So you get yourself a decadent chocolate brownie envelope and you put it in a bowl. Okay, and then if you get some decaf coffee you like, or just regular water, you're just gonna add 1/4 of a cup of water to the brownie mix. Okay, and then we're just gonna stir that up so that everything's wet. Okay, so the peanut butter cups, you don't cook them, you just mix them up, and we let them set up in the freezer. That's kind of fun. So you just stir until you get all of the powder hydrated. All right, so the other important thing about this dessert, I just finished eating my lean and green and I was like, oh, I should make peanut butter cups and pudding for dessert. So I'm not gonna eat this right away. I got plenty of time for it to set up. So there you go. You do it a little less water, a little more. I like 2 of the little paper cups so that I get 2 peanut butter cups, but plenty of people just make 1 giant peanut butter cup. If that's what you're into, do that. All right, so you just split the peanut butter cups in half. Kind of try to make sure you get the Greek yogurt chips to split in half too, because they're delicious. You don't want to have all of them in one and not the other one. Okay, and then what I love about this plan is we're just going to dirty the one bowl. So we're going to get our PB2. 1 full snack is 2 tablespoons of PB2. I usually just measure it with the lid, but I will measure it with an actual measuring spoon for you today. So there we go, 2 tablespoons. Okay, and then you want like half as much water as you did PB2. So then I'll fill this. And again, I've done it a bunch of different ways. I've had really thick peanut butter. I've had really thin, runny peanut butter. And give you a little hint, chocolate and peanut butter are delicious. So you can't really mess it up because whatever you end up with is gonna be good. All right, throw that in the sink. We'll give this a stir. I think this is gonna be pretty good. So peanut butter cups like you get in the store, the peanut butter is practically a solid. So that's kind of the way I like it. But I've made it a little too thick, and I don't love that. And I've made it a little too thin, and I don't love that. But again, chocolate peanut butter is pretty delicious no matter what, so I didn't hate any of it. All right, so you mix it up, and then you just kind of divide it in half. You're just gonna plop half the PB2 mixture into the peanut butter cups. So split it up so you get a little into both cups. Kind of spread it around a little bit. Those of you with fancy techniques probably do this better than me. But again, you're just gonna eat it. No one else has to see it, so it doesn't have to be the most beautiful dessert ever. It's gonna be delicious. All right, and then you get a couple options here. Right, you could freeze them for like 3 hours and then they would legit be so solid you could pick them up and eat them. But I don't like them like that. They get too icy for me. Again, they're not bad. They're just not my favorite that way. So I only like to leave them in the freezer for like an hour and a half, maybe 45 minutes. Just depends on when I want to eat it. All right, once you get all the peanut butter, you can kind of play with it a little bit, but honestly, it doesn't matter. You can sink the peanut butter so that the peanut butter's in the middle, like a peanut butter cup. All right, I'm gonna stick these two in the freezer, and they'll be first dessert. Now I got a dirty bowl. I feel like my whole house is a dirty bowl. So I'm just gonna keep using the same dirty bowl, and I'm gonna put the pudding, right? There wasn't any pudding when I did my last order, so I got the Medifast pudding. It's okay. The Optavia pudding is better. All right, put it in the same bowl. Use the same measuring cup, but for pudding you get a half a cup, and this is a fourth of a cup. So we're just gonna go twice. 1, 2. I'm gonna stir that up until there are no more lumps, stick it in the refrigerator, and then that will be second dessert. Easy peasy. All right, hope that helped. Since I'm going to be spending a lot of time in this office in the upcoming weeks, I'm trying to get it organized a little bit better. I'm going to teach 3 different classes in here. One of them is planned, one of them has a plan, and one of them I now finally have a book, but I haven't taken it out of the book bag yet. So I gotta clean everything off before I can think about that. And I just realized it's time for first dessert. So we have our 2 little cute cups of peanut butter cup. And I got a spoon because they are messy. You might like that. They will pop right out of here. You can hold them in your hand, but they do kind of melt while you're eating them. Okay. I'm going to enjoy these and then see if I'm brave enough to open the book. I know, it's crazy, but school doesn't really start for like another week. So my procrastination is kind of understandable. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. We'll have second dessert. All right, I got the office a little bit organized. I opened the honors biology book. I started to make some notes. I like this book, so that's very good. We got our last fueling of the day. We're gonna add a little bit of this light whipped topping to it because I earned it because I did my notes and I went for a hike today. So I'm gonna enjoy this. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. If you get some comments, drop them down below. I'd love to hear your questions or how you're doing on your health journey. And I'll see you tomorrow.